playing a Madden NFL game. I already scored a touchdown, so we're just going to continue from that.
Think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
He is the cutest. He's cutest. Okay, now I'm going to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I just said that.
This is taken at the 3.
Okay. Focus. Focus.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agency, fittingly on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes. And now it's his time to do it with Miami. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later day.
I don't understand that, man. I don't know about that.
Go ahead and take your shot.
I don't know if you got a first down.
Now, Charles, what's the...
I don't know if you got a first down. I'm looking through replay. I'm just going to challenge it because I didn't think he got the first down.
Mindset here offensively. You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started.
I lost him out. Did they even know what I challenged it for? Did they even know what I challenged it for?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. Yes. Out. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, it's a...
And he is in! Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I didn't get the 2-pointer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Mac is up.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bullard showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that.
So I know the Mac is on the NFC. Alexa, are the Dolphins in the NFC?
The Miami Dolphins play in the AFC and the NFL.
Okay, so they're in the AFC.
I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Hit him with a screen.
And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to get it. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get...
And this needs to be turned down. I turned down.
There, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears.
Whoa. Okay. Chicago.
This is brought in at the 20.
Why'd I go there? Okay, broke a tackle. Did not broke that.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now it's Trubisky, buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this right upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I don't know if that was a touchdown, so I'm going to look at the replay because I don't know if that was a touchdown. I'm just saying because look at that guy. Look, I don't know if that's a touchdown. Okay, that's a touchdown.
Touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
No, I'm just going to do
a now to add the extra point.
Just for you guys, because I really
flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 9, you gain 1 yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that that to happen did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it'll bring up third down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big gain there on third and long. 43 yards on the ground.
We both have our color rushes on. They have white, I have color.
Picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Yeah.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2.
Wait, no, I'm still up. I can still run.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they got it with a 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now a throw on first down.
Okay, let me turn all the penalties up. Because I like one. No, penalty. Why does it say I'm on pro? Rookie. Game, no, not game options. Penalties. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. Running into the kicker, roughing the kicker. Those are off. Now let's go play it back. No, no.
There, but it's incomplete.
Miller.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky being chased out.
Never mind. Let's go to National Play outside.
It's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
It is.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trubisky will throw, eluding the pressure right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Bears will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You're such a goofball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. Well, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action from being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
How did he catch that?
If I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That made fly route go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2.
I dove on purpose. Okay. Level wide.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Face mask. Defense.
Dude, that was bad, dude.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. 46 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Fitzpatrick now. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Squeeze block.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On the return is Cohen. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first down, Trubisky. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And it was a bad
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
That's what we're going to do.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears will extend their lead.
I'm just going to keep on doing for
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team.
That only takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
To watch every halftime thing. Jeez, oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh, that is what a good pass. Oh, come on.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Guys, I'm back. Okay. Here we go. There we go.
The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Where the...
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Leonard Floyd make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Buying time to his left. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A 1st down carry for Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd down, Davis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run for it with Davis. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton, from 21 yards away. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
Let's go, man.
And he moved.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it.
Can I finally do a fake?
Inside the 5.
No, I can't.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Defense. Oh, let's go. 10th pass.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
We're so much forward.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want pile-up points.
They did. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
11 yards there, first down. On first down, Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm going back to you. Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body.
And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes Cohen. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
and that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. Are you dressed, bud? No. Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because both your brother and sister are sleeping. You're with me.
I'm doing a video.
Huh?
I'm doing a video.
Okay.
There's 4 minutes left.
Okay.
First down.
Sorry,
Now
guys.
Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Yes.
And they
Got it.
take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
28 yards the game there on the catch and
I
run.
am so glad
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
What
They're
a
down
surprise,
here in the fourth,
dude.
and that personal
It was
foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity from where we...
Hey, Mom. Mom. Since I have to go, can we go to Tim Hortons?
It's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here's Trubisky, forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
In the backfield, standing alone here on second and goal is Davis.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Let's go.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 15 now. Fitzpatrick, Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that's incomplete. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball.
Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yard.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm making a video. I have to talk.
His 2nd sack of the night.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I'll do one more play. That's it. One more play. If I even can. I can.
And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions.
Okay.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
I love watching this part. I can't.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
It's so best. So guys, hope you like this video. Subscribe. Hit that like button down there. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there. And I will see you all on the next video. Goodbye.